When the history of the world turns its early pages to observe the status of women, a strange sadness spreads across its face. In ancient Egypt, women were worshipped as goddesses, yet in real life, they were treated as the property of men. In the era of the Romans, people loudly proclaimed love for women, but inside the home, they were kept as silent, obedient slaves. Greek philosophers labeled women as intellectually inferior. In ancient Indian customs, they were forced to burn themselves on their husbands' funeral pyre in the ritual of sati. In the deserts of Arabia, the birth of a daughter was considered such a misfortune that she was buried alive. But in those very dark centuries, a radiant morning rose, and that morning was Islam. Islam was the first to say that a woman is a complete human being, independent, dignified, honorable, and the holder of rights. This declaration shook the very foundations of the world. The Quran announced that the measure of honor in the sight of God is not being a man or being a woman. The true measure is righteousness. This was the idea that, for the first time, gave women equal spiritual and moral status. The Prophet Muhammad taught society that treating women with kindness is not a choice. It is an obligation. He said, "The best among you is the one who is best to his wife." These words were not just moral advice. They were a proclamation of a woman's position and worth. Islam did not merely open the doors of knowledge for women, it made education a duty. In the streets of Medina, it was common to see women gathering to learn directly from the Prophet, who arranged special days exclusively for their education. The knowledge of Aisha R.A. was so vast that renowned scholars and jurists would come to consult her. A man once said, "I have never seen anyone more knowledgeable than Aisha R.A." Islam gave women the lamp of knowledge, and that lamp became a light that spread across the world. Islam granted women financial independence that no civilization of that time could even imagine. Islam said, "Your wealth is yours. Your earnings are yours. Your property belongs to you. Even after marriage, you remain who you are, a complete and independent owner of your assets." Islam granted women inheritance rights, a right no nation had ever given before. A daughter inherits, a mother inherits, a wife inherits, a sister inherits. Islam set clear shares for women and then established laws to protect those shares so no one could take away what belonged to them. Islam granted women dignity and protection. Physically harming a woman, intimidating her, belittling her, or abusing her, these are major sins in Islam. The Prophet said, "Do not harm the believing women." He made the respect of women a part of faith. Islam gave women full choice in marriage. A girl once came to the Prophet complaining that her marriage had been arranged without her consent. The Prophet told her, "If you want, this marriage can be dissolved." Who could imagine that in those times a woman's consent would matter so deeply? Islam created that thought. Islam also gave women the right to seek divorce, known as khula. If a woman is unhappy, suffering, or unable to continue the marriage, Islam does not imprison her. It gives her the right to part ways with dignity. This was the first known legal system in the world to give women this power. Islam granted women legal standing. They could go to court, defend their cases, present evidence, and demand their rights. There are countless historical examples of women appearing before judges, making arguments, and receiving decisions in their favor. This was a level of equality the world had never seen before. In everyday life, too, Islam gave women freedom and rights. They may engage in buying and selling. They may visit their families. They may choose their education. They may run businesses. If they choose to manage the home, it is an honor for them. If they choose to work outside, that too is their right. Islam gave women political presence as well. During the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, Salama R.A. gave a crucial piece of advice that changed the course of events for the entire Muslim community. This was proof that a woman's opinion in Islam is not secondary. It is significant. Islam gave motherhood the highest status in the world. By placing paradise under the feet of mothers, Islam declared that a woman is mercy, light, and blessing. The Prophet gave a mother precedence over the father 3 times. This was a revolution that restored a woman's honor. When a woman is a daughter, Islam calls her a blessing. Her upbringing, education, and care become pathways to paradise. The Prophet said that whoever raises 2 daughters with love will be with him on the day of judgment. When a woman is a wife, the Quran describes her as a source of peace. It says that God created spouses so they may find tranquility in each other. The Quran calls husband and wife garments for one another, garments that protect, comfort, and complete the person wearing them. Islam gave women personal identity. Their name is theirs. Their individuality is theirs. Marriage does not erase their status. They maintain their own decisions and autonomy. Islam gave women physical protection. Any attack on their dignity is not just a sin, it is a social crime. Islam gave women status in society. They may enter the mosque. They may teach. They may become scholars. They may treat the sick. They may conduct trade. They may stand before judges. They may question legal rulings. They may participate in intellectual debates. History records Muslim women who were scholars, jurists, physicians, educators, business owners, narrators of Hadith, political advisors, and those who served in battlefields by tending to the wounded. All of this Islam gave to women. Islam gave women rights of the heart, the mind, and the soul. A woman is a complete human being, truly dignified, truly honored. Islam did not simply permit women to exist. It elevated them. This status is aligned with their nature, their grace, their emotions, and their responsibilities. If today any society mistreats its women, that is not the fault of Islam. It is the fault of customs, ignorance, and those who lack true knowledge. Authentic Islam gave women the strongest system of honor, freedom, education, property, inheritance, justice, protection, compassion, respect, and dignity. Islam says that a woman is as precious as her rights. As a sister, she is a blessing. As a daughter, she is a gift. As a mother, she is paradise. As a wife, she is peace. And as a human being, she is one of God's finest creations. In Islam, the relationship between a man and a woman is not a struggle for power. It is a balance of responsibility, compassion, honor, and mutual respect. Islam does not make a man a ruler over a woman, nor does it make a woman a servant to a man. Instead, Islam builds a bond where each protects the other, supports the other, and completes the other, just like garments that cover, comfort, and safeguard the body. In Islam, a man carries certain responsibilities toward a woman. He is responsible for her financial support. He must provide food, clothing, shelter, and all basic needs, regardless of whether she is wealthy or earning her own income. Her money remains hers. Her property remains hers. But her financial care remains his duty. The man is commanded to treat his wife with kindness, respect, and gentleness. The Prophet Muhammad said, "The best among you is the one who is best to his wife." These words were not meant as mere advice. They were a reminder that a man's character is reflected in how he treats the woman in his home. A man must protect his wife physically, emotionally, and socially. He must defend her dignity, preserve her honor, and guard her well-being. He must provide her a safe and private home where she can live with comfort and respect. Islam also requires a man to fulfill his wife's emotional and marital needs, to never neglect her, and to maintain fairness and justice in every aspect of their relationship. If he ever has more than one wife, Islam demands absolute fairness. Any injustice is considered a major sin. A man is also encouraged to consult his wife, value her opinion, and create a bond based on communication and trust. Islam gives clear responsibilities to women as well. A woman is expected to support her husband in lawful matters and respect the structure of the home. She guards her husband's honor, dignity, and privacy in his absence. She protects his property and does not misuse what he brings into the home. Her loyalty, honesty, and faithfulness are among her greatest strengths. A woman contributes to the peace and stability of the household through kindness, gratitude, and cooperation. She plays a central role in nurturing love, raising children, and maintaining harmony within the family. She fulfills her husband's emotional and marital rights and becomes his source of comfort and companionship. She refrains from speaking against him publicly, avoids humiliating him, and maintains his dignity. But Islam does not make household chores an enforced religious obligation. Rather, it encourages shared responsibilities built on understanding and kindness. Following the example of the Prophet, who helped with chores in his own home, Islam shapes the relationship between man and woman on a simple principle described in the Quran. They are garments for you and you are garments for them. Garments protect. Garments comfort. Garments complete the person wearing them. This is the kind of bond Islam establishes, where no one is superior and no one is inferior. Both are protectors. Both are supporters. Both are essential. A man's rights include receiving respect, loyalty, honesty, protection of his home, and fulfillment of his emotional needs. A woman's rights include financial security, comfort, love, safety, dignity, marital rights, and emotional support. When these rights are honored, the home becomes a sanctuary, a place of peace, mercy, and understanding. But when injustice, ignorance, or ego replace kindness and balance, then the beauty of this system is lost. Islam never approves cruelty, oppression, or disrespect from either side. It calls for a bond rooted in love, fairness, and responsibility. This is the relationship Islam envisions, one where a man stands as a guardian with mercy and a woman stands as a companion with grace. Together, they build a life where both grow, both rise, and both find peace in one another.